Hello everybody, welcome back to Barbara's Den. This video I'm sharing is about Nene Leaks and what she has to say about these riots. And according to on Twitter, she said, during times like this, people are afraid of speaking out. Afraid they might say the wrong thing even though they have good intentions. Well, I got a little frustrated tonight talking to people about issues happening today and how some of us work so hard to please others, but when things such as this happens, there's no support from the people you work the hardest for. I think when she said the people you work the hardest for, that kind of triggered me in wondering who she may be talking about that she worked the hardest for. I'm not absolutely sure who she's speaking about. Is she speaking about her fans? She worked the hardest for her fans. But my understanding is her fans are the ones that getting her paid. So I guess she worked hard to get those views up, to get her 2.8 million from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and people, her fans, the viewers of Real Housewives of Atlanta, buy from her Tag Boutique, and she's mentioning that what's going on in Atlanta is the mall that they are burning down and looting is where her Tag store is. Probably in Buckhead, I think. She said Buckhead, because Buckhead is the one that's being burnt down, destroyed, looted. Now, with that said, she says, gotta take me another Benadryl. I gotta get some more Benadryl. There's no support from the people. I read that. The people you giving blood and sweat and tears for. You give your blood, sweat, and tears for. I guess she gave her blood, sweat, and tears for the viewers of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because those so-called fans and real haters are the ones dragging her, going for her throat, supporting Kenya and Candy and Yvonne and them, always lies to me. But anyway, it's hard letting your voice be heard, but we have to start somewhere. There's so many areas of life that I pray this moment will help. I pray for the lives that have been lost and the families that have been wronged. Thank you to all out here fighting for justice and equality. And I think when she said fighting for justice and equality, I guess that's where she is including Portia. Because Portia was out there on the front line protesting, getting gas and running with the rest of them. Just like how her granddaddy taught her back in Martin Luther King when they walked across Selma. She said she was a little girl, somewhere around 5. But anyway, and from that she carries on her grandfather's legacy in being out there for Civil Rights Act. So she's proven true to that. Of course she is. Then Nene goes on to say, God is the answer and will always be the answer. United we stand. I don't know if God is the answer, because all of this is going on, and what is God doing to stop it? It's the God that's in each and every one of us, that many of us don't recognize the God in us. So that's what happened with George Floyd. They use the blatant disrespect of black life to pop off this civil war that's been started, and you haven't seen the worst yet. It gets worse. It started with COVID, forcing everybody indoors. Then now pop off these murders or blatant murders, what some call a psyop or some call a op or whatever they want to call it, to get these wars popped off. And we see the war hadn't started yet. This is the beginning of it. Now, but this is what Nene says. And then on another, I don't know if it'll tweet, Instagram, on another, she liked, it's a, I think this is, I don't know if this is Twitter or Instagram, but I think it's Instagram. I think it's Twitter, I don't care, it don't really matter. But anyway, Nene leaks. This is happening right now. And at the mall where my boutique is located. But what do I know? But what I do know is that you're exhausted, upset, and feel like you haven't been heard. Let Nene say. Even though her boutique is located at that mall that's being looted and destroyed, vandalized, she know that the people is exhausted and upset and feel like they haven't been heard. Thing is, you've been heard. Bottom line, those behind this don't give a F. Now, she goes on to say, I feel you. Let's move in love, peace, and support. Let's try and understand better. Let's think about the future and do what's right. I love us. I love you. My heart is heavy for us. So she says, stop looting. Black power. George Floyd. One love. We all we got. Atlanta for life. So these are all the hashtags she has. And then she says, bring on the nasty backlash. But that ain't helping us either. Okay? She says, bring on the backlash. That ain't helping us either. So people don't hear like the backlashing that Shakana got. With that crying over Gucci, I agree with that, but why you out here crying time them people ain't done nothing to you? The businesses are being torn down in Buckhead. You should be crying over black businesses that are being destroyed by these people. Out of all those, why you ain't crying over Nene Swag Boutique? You rather cry over the Gucci store. Then she had the nerve to say she don't even wear Gucci clothes. So if I'm going to make an example out of any store that's in Buckhead in the mall, I will mention a black store, maybe like Boutique, Swag Boutique, or some other black business who have boutiques in that mall. Now, I don't know if her boutique that's at that MGM, wherever big old mall that is, place that is, I wonder that mall being looted and vandalized and burnt. I wonder if the other boutique where her store is at, I think Los Angeles, I know that's for sure, and that big mall over there, I wonder if that one being looted and destroyed. I don't know. So she goes on to say, in another tweet, I think it's a tweet, yeah, she says, this is happening right Now, at the mall where my boutique is located, but what I do know is this. So this is the first part of the last one, and then down here she says Atlanta is black. No, Atlanta is a black city built by successful black people. Our cops are black. Our chiefs are black. And captains are black. Our judges are black. Our mayor is black. No need to burn down our city. So Nene is right. The whole city of Atlanta is black. You probably got some white people in the different white stores like Gucci, but which are these billion-dollar companies put their stores in the black neighborhood. But then again, the blacks in that neighborhood can also have their businesses in these stores. So I'm with Nene on that. Why? So, like you said, there's no need to burn down our city. Why you burning down Atlanta? There's no need to burn down the center. It's not a white town. So black people are burning it down because we know the white faces are the one out there that's looting and vandalizing and setting the fires. And then you have a few black people that's running in. They don't knock on the windows. Go ahead, loot, take what you want. Nene is not even like saying, like Tanya saying. Her hurt and tears was not for her store because she has insurance. She knows she can rebuild. Will she rebuild there? She should. Because that's after everything is all over with, save your money, rebuild there. Because if you don't and it just lay in ruins like the city out when we went to the Dominican Republic on this 8-day cruise and we stopped off in the Dominican Republic and we saw that these people are literally living in bombed out places. These people have fresh fruits and vegetables everywhere that they're selling at the market among burnt down, look like bombed out ruins. These people live and strive among that. So we were told not to eat anything because their system is used to the bacteria, the viruses, and the germs, so they don't get sick. We will get sick and could possibly die. And then